Hi, this is Carrie Gatto with Keller Williams Realty, and today on Let's Get Down to Business, I'm talking with Thai-Anh Hoang, who is CEO of EMBEBA. Hi, Thai-Anh, how are you?
Good. It's a beautiful day outside. Thanks for having me, Carrie.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being interviewed today. Can you start us off by describing your business?
Yeah, so EMBEBA, I'm very proud of this, but we're a minority founded and mostly women owned business. Um, EMBEBA is a clean, sensitive skincare brand for families who struggles with skin health, particularly starting from like the youngest when they're born all the way to different variety of age groups itself. What we do is we combine, natural, effective solutions with the innovative, mess-free, stress-free approach because life is very, very messy and it takes an emotional toll when you have to worry about your family's skin health, particularly at a very particularly an infant. So we combine all that to really be the most innovative new skincare company out there.
Great. And what inspired you to start this business?
Actually, it's actually a personal struggle. When I was growing up, I was actually diagnosed with severe sensitive skin, very prone to eczema and rashes. And as a child, I like during the old days, I feel like I'm like dating myself now, but during the old days, you don't have all this wealth of products and solutions out there. And I think I really tried very hard for a very long time to manage it in a certain way. But when I have my first child and now my second one, who's 16 months old, they both have even a more severe form and actually allergic to everything. And that actually exacerbated their skin health problems. So it was more of a personal mission of mine to then figure out how to help them proactively manage their skin health at a very young age, starting with when they're infants and have a more positive relationship with their skin. And that is making products that are easier for even a baby to apply, but also to help them through their sensory cue to tell you that when they're in distress and like have a more positive association.
Fantastic. Thank you. Where are you located?
I'm located just north of Boston. Well,
Okay.
when we got married, we just moved to north of Boston right before the pandemic. So it worked out very, very well. Otherwise,
Good for
I would
you.
have, I lived in North End, which I absolutely love, by the way, for many years.
Great. What do you love about your new location?
I think it's the yard. I'm starting to be like the Serbian mom, I have to be honest. So one of the thing was that as for stress management, my doctor actually advised me to start gardening. So I was like, okay, I have a yard, so I'll start gardening. It's because I told them like I cannot sit still. Like my mind cannot sit still and do yoga and meditation. So they're like, why don't you start gardening? That actually is the best thing for you. Get out, get some air, garden and things. And then it just like started to be a big passion of mine now is to garden. I do have a garden, which is, and also because I'm really into natural, sustainable approach and healthy living, it just very complements well. And living in Linfield, we're very blessed with having a sizable yard to do so. And it's a
Yeah,
wonderful community.
what a great recommendation by your doctor. That really,
Yeah. I don't think doctors that do that actually quite often because they're like, oh, you eat well, stress free, or take some medication and things. And then, but like having a good doctor, a women doctor who really understand women health and where your lifestyle is, as well as your headspace, and being able to like really help their patient that way. So yeah,
yeah.
because if like a doctor told me to go meditate, I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll try for like 2 minutes and they're like, okay, good enough. It's not gonna work because I can't get into a habit of like meditating.
Yeah. So this is a way to focus your energy.
Exactly. And sometimes if I'm not speaking on the call or like my face is not thing, I'm actually taking my call outside while I'm weeding the yard.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow, that's great.
it's
I
a
love
fun
it.
way.
And So back to your business, what do your clients say they really love about your products and services?
Yes, so we actually were Amazon. So we spent over 2 years developing our hero product, which is our Don't Be Rash diaper balm. And what our thesis was that we wanted to make a product that will make changing diaper so easy for the parents, but also very engaging for the child, starting when they are newborn all the way up. And actually, at a certain point, they can do it themselves. And when we launched the product, we really thought about who was going to use it and who actually going to, from both sides, because a lot of folks, a lot of like brands, when they think consumer, they only cater the needs of the functionality, not the emotional aspect of actually what are we trying to address. It's like a screaming, itchy baby with a diaper rash and a emotionally distressed parent who's trying to help. So that's what we did, and like combine that's what our product actually focuses on. And that's why, like, when new parents use our product, they're like, oh my God, this thing is a game changer. It's actually one of the biggest things they said is like, it's a game changer. And like, I didn't know it could be so easy to do something instead of, just like rubbing an ointment on, your hands are greasy, like the texture wise, the smell and everything the child might not even want it. And they're like, as they grow up, they're swarming as well. But the big key thing is that we make natural product that truly works. So it's just not natural for natural sake. It has to be natural and effective. And our product are steeped in I call it generationally tested remedies. So the diapering product actually come from a farmer remedy from Bosnia that was meant for healing cracked, chapped, irritated skin. And what we did is, because I actually discovered it in Bosnia for my child's severe heat and diaper rash, I redeveloped it in a very appealing, easier to use in a way for this generation of parents. And all of our product is based on different remedies from different countries we're just reintroducing it to this generation of new parents who really want natural but effective products.
That is so cool. How, I have to ask, how did you find out about this farmer's remedy from Bosnia?
Actually, I went to visit. So my children are half Bosnian. And actually, EMBEBA is baby in Vietnamese and a Bosnian combined. That's what our name stands for, is baby, but it's really Bosnian and Vietnamese to celebrate the inclusivity, the heritage of really these generation of families now are very mixed. So we want to be able to show and really display the inclusivity, the mixed heritage of a lot of mixed family these days. But when I went to the Bosnian countryside to visit my my husband's relatives, and it was like in the middle of nowhere. And by the way, it's the most beautiful country ever. And we brought everything with us and nothing was working. So then the locals gave us this balm, which was like so cute. They put it in a little old jam jar, the one that you get from the hotel. And like they cleaned it out, they put it in there. It's like Windex for everything. I thought their version of Windex, if they could eat it, they probably would too. And then, but it worked so well. So that's how it came about. And a lot of the products that we have in product development or we developed is from my travel. It's from learning about cultural aspect of like, what's natural, what's working in the local countries.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I love that. How have you integrated motherhood in your business, being a mompreneur?
Yes, so that was a big reason why I created my company, not only to help families. I call it our motto at EMBEBA is helping family thrive, helping an employee thrive as well. So a part of that is really celebrating motherhood. There's no apology needed. Our entire team is moms of very young kids, from newborn all the way to like high school things. So there's no need for apologies at the company. And I actually have to put out there too that it starts with the tone from the top. So I work from home. I expect everyone home. And when I have new, colleagues, I don't like to call them employees, but just colleagues that works alongside with me, I really set some ground rules. Like I tell them I'm a workaholic. I don't expect them to be working at 3 a.m. It's probably because I'm still up because I have a newborn, like, at that point. And I will email them probably every hour of the day because that's my personality. And that, I have very short-term memory after 2 kids, so I can't remember anything. So I have a tendency to like shoot everything off as it comes. But the key thing is I don't expect them to read the emails. I actually expect them to turn off all the notification at the end of the night. When they go on vacation, it has to be a complete blackout. So those are things that actually enforced in my employees. And then when they do go on vacation, unless it's extremely an emergency, the rest of the team member will pick up the slack. We will cover for you while you go, because it's really important for us to make sure that that you spend time with your children and the family and be present and not worry about like, am I like have to answer these emails? So actually like call people out when I ping them and they ping me back. I'm like, didn't I tell you not to ping me back when you're on vacation?
Break that habit.
So I think I think that's really what needs to happen. And what we're trying to aim here at EMBEBA is really also to put together roll out a very comprehensive benefit package that really addresses challenges for young working parents, or like just parenting overall, which is like night nurses services for new moms, babysitting services. And if you can't get any, you just take a day off. We don't care. Like it'll be fine. I was like, we're not like saving someone's life immediately. It probably could wait a day. So I think that really comes from the tone on top of what you're trying to achieve with your company. And part of it is like, I truly believe that women are truly the one who can change corporate culture for working parents. I guess guys can too, but predominantly a lot of it is driven by CEOs who are moms who really understand the struggles of working parents in the US.
Well, it sounds like
one of the really good one is Bobby, founder, also has the same thesis. I think Kudos, a colleague of ours, a brand that we worked with, also have the same thesis. So yeah, I think it's going to change, but it only changes if like the companies that are all these different companies who are run by women, moms, who are very about mom being mom and being family oriented, starts to like spread the new culture.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's fabulous. Any funny stories that come to mind about being a mom and a boss?
Oh, a lot. Actually, my daughter is really like, she's 5 now, and she gets a kick out of like YouTube and like doing reels, and she gets really involved in it, and she like pretends to be me. I have so many reels of her pretending to me, and then I realized how observable they are. Like, they observe so much about you and your working relationships. But I was on a call once, I think with an investor, like a really important investor, and I think my husband, who was also working home, and he's also a startup guy, we were both on calls, and then like the kid is yelling, like something happened, I forgot what it was, but someone needed us, and we're both like texting while we're on these calls, and we're going, whose turn is it to take the kid? So like, because it turns out so that we both ended up having to do it, but we were like on the call, on mute, changing diapers at the same time. Like we were like hustling and changing diapers, and we'll get back on and just in time for us to put on the camera like phone again. And we're like, nobody knows the difference, but you make it work. It definitely is. There's just so many challenges of being parents in this day and age, particularly. And I think that like COVID really brought to the forefront the struggles of being working parents without like support as well.
Right.
I actually do want to point out that we are one of those rare Boston startups that actually had fundraised over $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very rare for a startup a women founded, minority founded startup to do so.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anything else exciting coming up that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yes. So I'm very proud of the fact that we are heading into Bye Bye Baby as one of their buzzworthy brands and international rollout. Starting in, I believe, at the end of July. The announcement is going to come out, and we're launching 2 really amazing, innovative products at the end of this month as well that you've not seen on the market. And it's really great for the summer season. Lots of things going on right now.
Yes, definitely. This is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's I think you just have to hustle, and you have to. I think the key thing is, as well, is women lifting women up. So I think the success of us being able to partner with Bye Bye Baby actually came from another woman founder who introduced us. So I think opening doors and leaving the door open is very important for women founders and entrepreneurs. That you help someone now, they're going to help you later. And I think it's less about competition. I think a lot of time we tend to get into too much competition with each other, or we think we're competing with each other, but we're really not. When we both do it right, we can win. We can win really big for for all of you, for everybody.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you so much, Thai-Anh, for this time and sharing your story. I really appreciate it. And lastly, could you just tell the viewers how best to connect with you or learn about your products?
Yeah, so you can find out about us on EMBEBA.com, www.embeba.com. We're on Amazon as well, and in select high-end boutiques and retailers. You can connect with me on LinkedIn by typing my name. And I'm always happy to talk to other women who are, maybe thinking about starting their own companies, or like really wanting to figure out how to do work on their passion projects, things like that. I'm a big proponent of mentorship. So I actually mentors for Northeastern University women entrepreneurship as well.
Wow, that's terrific. You're very generous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone for watching today, and we'll see you next time on Let's Get Down to Business. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Take care.